In this video, I'll be solving question number 10C. In question 10B, we got the equation of the curve to be y equals to 2x to the power of a half minus 2x then plus 3. So this question requires us to get the coordinates of the stationary point. What do you have to know about the stationary point? The value of dy over dx is equal to 0. So what we'll do, we are going to differentiate this. So we'll say our dy over dx, that's our gradient function, would be the same as what? We start with the power. So we'll take the power a half times the coefficient of x, the power of a half, which is 2, then times x, then a half, we take away 1, minus, this one is 2 times 1. So when you take 2 times 1, it's actually 2. And then 1 minus 1 is a 0. So 2 times x to the power of 0 is just 2. Differentiating a constant will give us a 0. So now we have the answer here. This is the same as what? This one cancels. So we are going to have x to the power of negative a half minus 2. So this one here, it's the one that's equal to 0. So we can say x to the power of negative a half equals to, you take negative 2 to the other side, it becomes positive 2. Then what are you supposed to do? You can decide to multiply the powers here. Remember, this one has a power of 1. Multiply the power by the reciprocal of this, which is 2 over negative 1, then 2 over negative 1. So this one goes. So the value of x becomes, this is 2. 1 times 2 to the power of 2 divided by negative 1 is the same as negative 2. So this means that the value of x is 2 to the power of negative 2, which is 1 over 2 to the power of 2. We said negative means the reciprocal. And then when you put this on the denominator, ensure that the power is positive. So it becomes 1 over 4. Now, we actually need to get the coordinates of the stationary point. We have the x coordinate. Now we need the y coordinate. So the y coordinate will substitute in the y function. So we're going to say our y will be, our y value would be 2 into bracket a quarter to the power of a half minus 2 into bracket a quarter, then plus 3. So this one gives us 2 times a quarter to the power of a half is the same as the square root of a quarter, which is a half, then minus this is a half, and then plus 3. So we will get the value, okay, the y will be, this one cancels, so we are getting 1. So we're going to have 1 minus a half plus 3. 1 minus a half plus 3. So the value of y becomes 3.5. So the coordinates, stationary points, so the coordinate of the stationary point becomes, so coordinates of the stationary point is, that is a quarter, the x coordinate, and then y coordinate is 3.5. So that is it. Now let's go to question number 10D. We're supposed to determine the nature of the coordinates, the nature of the stationary point. Okay, so I'll bring the question here. Find the coordinates of the stationary point. So let me snipe it. So that is it. Okay, and then I take it to the body so that you can have it. Okay, fine. So this is the question. find the nature of the stationary point. So we have to say if it's a maximum or if it's a minimum. So guys, you're going to use the second derivative to tell whether it's a maximum or a minimum. And how are we going to use it? So we'll start by getting the second derivative. To get the second derivative, you differentiate the gradient function that we had. Remember, our gradient function was given in the question. It was dy over dx, dy over dx equals to x to the power of negative half plus k, of which k we got it as negative 2. So to get the second derivative, we have to differentiate these. And this is what you say. D squared y over dx squared is equal to negative a half. We start with the power, then times, that is x. Then the power reduces by 1, so a half minus 1. This is a constant. If we differentiate it, it's going to be 0, so minus 0. So we just leave it. So this one is going to give us negative a half, and then x to the power of negative 3 over 2. So now we can say that it's a okay. We have the following characteristics. We say that if the second derivative, if d squared y over d x squared is less than 0, so you find that it is a maximum. And then when it's greater than 0, then you say that it's a minimum. When it's greater than 0, it's said to be a minimum. So what you can do, we were given the x value as 4, so we'll substitute and check how does it compare with 0. So you can have negative a half times, we take our 4 to the power of negative 3 over 2. So this is the same as negative a half times 1 over 4 to the power of 3 over 2. And you know 4 to the power of 3 over 2, this is the same as 4 to the power of 3. Then outside, we can have a half. Okay. So this seems like it's hanging a bit, but it's okay. So this is a half. So 4 to the power of 3 is the same as what? 64. And 64 to the power of a half is the same as the square root of 64, which is 8. So this is the same as negative a half times 1 over 8. Already we are having negative 1 over 16, which is less than 0. So you can say it is a maximum. Yeah, that is how we were supposed to solve that question. So this is a maximum because when you're solving this, you're getting it's actually it's less than 0. So we can say it's a maximum point. Okay, see you in our next lesson. Thank you for watching the video. Kindly subscribe, comment, and share it with your friends.